Mr. Chair, apologies po. We were just informed po na malilate lang daw po ng konti si Asek Migi, sir. He is the end user for this project po.
Copy, no problem.
Thank you po, sir. Good afternoon po, Madam Vice Chair. Asik Je.
Yes po.
Sir, si Director Castro po join us today po para may quorum tayo, sir. But she's, may meeting din po siya outside, sir. So, i-chat niya na lang daw po yung rating.
Alright, sure. Wala pa ba si end user?
Currently, nasa meeting pa daw, sir. Habol na lang daw po.
Okay. Alright. If we can proceed, let's proceed if you have quorum.
Yes, sir. Thank you po. Good afternoon po to all the DICT BACTRI members and the BAC Secretariat. Welcome to the 76th meeting of the DICT BACTRI. Today is November 20, para may quorum tayo, sir. But please be informed that this meeting is being recorded for documentation purposes. And before we proceed, we would like to acknowledge and put the presence of our honorable DICT BACTRI members. The end user provisional member for our opening of bids today is ASEC Luis Miguel B. Planas. And we also have Director Lisa Rabena as the provisional member. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Thank you po. We also have Director Maria Victoria C. Castro as the vice chairperson. Good afternoon, ma'am. And this meeting is being presided by our chairperson, ASEC Gerald James B. Reyes. Good afternoon again, sir.
Good afternoon.
With the presence of the BAC members mentioned, the BAC Secretariat confirms the presence of a quorum.
Thank you. Let's proceed to the agenda.
Yes po. Shown on the screen po is our agenda for today. We have the opening of bids for the procurement of integrated secure connectivity of DICT offices. The approved budget for the contract is 179,999,936 pesos. The end user for this project is ASEC Luis Miguel B. Planas. This is for consideration of the BAC members. Having the agenda presented, may we have the approval of the BAC, please?
May I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the presented agenda, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Any second po? Thank you, Director Marivic, for seconding via chat. Backsec, you have an approved agenda. Let's proceed.
Thank you so much po, Mr. Chair. We will also be admitting po the prospective bidders po. Apologies. The representative from the bidders po, Mr. Chair.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Good afternoon po to all the other end user representative, the TWG members present here in the conference room. Good afternoon, sirs. And to all the and to all our bidders, welcome to the opening of bids for the procurement of integrated secure connectivity of DICT offices. We wish to inform all the prospective bidders and the participants that this meeting is being recorded for documentation purposes and in compliance with the directive of the head of the procuring entity through its BAC Secretariat. This proceeding is being broadcast live pursuant to Section 38 of RA 12009 and is currently streaming via the ICT official YouTube channel, the Department of ICT Philippines. This is in line with the department's commitment to uphold transparency and public accountability in all procurement processes. For proper identification po, may we request all the bidders or the representative po to kindly introduce themselves. Kindly state your name and the company you're representing, please.
I'll start with ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon. This is May Mangabat from iTraverse Solutions, Inc. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Before we proceed with the opening proper, we would just like to give a brief background about the project. For the project details, the provisional member or end user representative to the DICT Factory for this project is ASEC Luis Miguel B. Planas. The technical working group is composed of the following: Ms. Flor, apologies po. Apologies po. The technical working group for this project is composed of the following: Mr. Angel Sabrapeña III as the head, Mr. Rustom Julian, Mr. Jericho Roland Cudelos, Mr. Rainiel Bernales, and Ms. Amor Magleo. The invitation to bid for the project was posted on October 31 on the following: the PhilJobs website, the DICT website, the DICT Bulletin Board, and the e-procurement website. The private conference conducted on November 7, 2025, and the supplemental bid bulletin number 1 was issued on November 13, 2025. The letters to observers were sent on November 14, 2025 to the following: Philippine Computer Society, Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated, Chief Information Officers, Forum Foundation Incorporated, and Commission on Audit. However, po, no observers were able to attend today's proceeding. The bidders who purchased the bidding documents today is the Itaver Solutions Incorporated. To proceed with the opening proper, we would like to inform all the participants that the DICT Factory will examine the documents using the pass or fail criterion to determine whether all the documents are present, and the absence of any of the required documents shall automatically disqualify the bidder. Also, please be informed that the BAC, through its secretariat, will initial every page of the submitted documents, and the order of the opening of bids shall be made according to the time of the submission of the bidders. Shown on the screen po is the attendance sheet. We have one bidder, the Itaver Solutions Incorporated, who submitted its bid today at 11:45 a.m. With your permission, Mr. Chair, we will now proceed to open the submission of Itaver Solutions Incorporated.
Please proceed.
Shown on the screen is the bid submitted by iTriver Solutions Inc. The bid submitted is properly labeled, sealed, and signed. May we request acknowledgement from the representative of the bidder if this was the bid you submitted earlier today? Again po, may we request acknowledgement from the representative of the bidder if this was the bid you submitted earlier today? Ma'am Marietta, please.
Confirm, ma'am. Thank you.
Noted po. Thank you po. Mr. Chair, we will now proceed with opening the bid submitted po.
Yes, please.
Inside the mother envelope contains two separate envelopes labeled as technical component and financial component. Mr. Chair, we will now proceed the technical component envelope and set aside the financial component envelope. Inside the technical component envelope are three separate envelopes labeled as technical component original copy, technical component duplicate copy, technical component triplicate copy. We will now proceed to open the technical component original copy and distribute the duplicate copy to the technical working group present here in the conference room.
for technical component envelope, Class A documents, legal documents, valid PhilJobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages. Note pursuant to Section 20.2.9.1 of RER of RA 12009, all Class A eligibility documents indicated in Annex A of the PhilJobs registration certificate must be current, valid, and updated at the time of bid submission. The failure by the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all of the expired Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Thus, prospective bidders are required to update their PhilJobs registration certificates prior to the submission of their bids. Pursuant to PS Advisory 2025-015, suspension of certificate of PhilJobs registration of corporations for non-compliance with the uploading of GIS and BOI. This is to advise that the certificate of PhilJobs registration of merchant corporations that did not submit the latest general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information duly received by the Securities and Exchange Commission shall be suspended. The imposition of suspension comes after the issuance of PS Advisory number 2025-007, published on June 30, 2025, which required corporations to submit their latest GIS with BOI. All corporate entities with existing platinum membership were likewise required to update their eligibility documents in the Government of the Philippines Official Merchant Registry.
The bidder submitted the certificate of PhilJobs registration, platinum membership, registered on June 8, 2016. Valid. This certificate is valid until August 5, 2026. Issued on 5th of August, 2025. For the list of eligibility documents, they have submitted this sex certificate. Registration date is December 28, 2025. 2012, apologies. For the mayor's permit, expiration date is March 7, 2026. For the tax clearance, expiration date is June 26, 2026. Audited financial statement, date of filing March 27, 2025. For the pickup license, none. They also submitted the certificate of PhilJobs registration, platinum membership of Lumid Solutions, Inc. This certificate is valid until April 9, 2026. The list of eligibility documents of Lumid Solutions, Inc. are the following. Sex certificate, registration date, April 23, 2024. Mayor's permit, expiration date is on December 31, 2025. Tax clearance, expiration date, March 24, 2026. Audited financial statement, date of filing, March 24, 2025. And for the pickup license, none. They also submitted a certificate of incorporation, a cover sheet, we will be browsing this document subject to further evaluation of the technical working group. They also submitted a certificate of filing amended articles of incorporation. Another certificate of filing of amended articles of incorporation. Also, a certificate of approval of increase of capital stock. Another certificate of approval of increase of capital stock. Certificate of filing of amended articles of incorporation. This document will be subject for further evaluation of the technical working group. They also attach the general information sheet of iTraverse Solutions Inc. Attached here is the beneficial ownership declaration of iTraverse Solutions Inc. They also submitted a sworn affidavit of disclosure of beneficial ownership, notarized on November 19, 2025 by Attorney Ruben M. Azanias Jr., whose notary is valid until December 31, 2026. Duly signed by the head of sales at Traverse Solutions, Ms. Marietta S. Mangabat. They also attached the certificate of incorporation of Lumid Solutions Inc. Bylaws of Lumid Solutions Inc. The GIS of Lumid Solutions Inc. Also attach a beneficial ownership declaration for the year 2025. Also attach a sworn affidavit of disclosure of beneficial ownership, signed by the President of Lumid Solutions Inc., Ms. Sofia Veronica A. De Dios, notarized on November 18, 2025. For the Notarial Commission by Attorney Darwin B. Santos, and valid until December 31, 2025. They also attached the Mayor's Permit of iTraverse Solutions Inc., the Business Permit of Lumid Solutions Inc., Tax Clearance of iTraverse Solutions Inc., Tax Clearance of Lumid Solutions Inc. They also attach a proof of the filing of audited financial statement. Again po, the submitted documents will be subject to further evaluation of the technical working group. They also attached the audited financial statement of Lumid Solutions Inc. They also included the filing reference from BIR EFPS. May we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Director Ravena?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. May we get your rating, Director Castro? Again, Director Castro, may we get your rating, ma'am? Director Castro signified her approval through chat as passed. Thank you, ma'am. We would like to acknowledge the presence of the end user for this project, Assistant Secretary Luis Miguel V. Planas. Good afternoon, sir. For the PhilGEMS registration certificate under Platinum membership, may we get your rating, ASEC?
Rating is a pass.
Thank you, sir. For the next document, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid.
This document includes submitted is a statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. This document includes the name of the contract, owner's name and address, contact person, and contact details, contract amount and value of outstanding contract, date of the contract duration, and kind of goods. For the government contract, they listed procurement for the supply, delivery, installation, and configuration of application code security testing tool with a contract amount of 11,418,800 pesos with the Department of Information and Communications Technology, and the value of outstanding contract is 11,418,800 pesos. Next, the procurement of identity and access management solution for DICT with the owner name of DICT. Contract amount is 17,880,800 pesos. Value of outstanding contract is 5,364,240 pesos. Next is One Lot multi-year software subscription and support services for the existing penetration and testing tool and dynamic application security testing tool. Owner's name is Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Contract amount is 14,144,500 pesos. Value of outstanding contract is 707,225. Next contract is supply, delivery, and installation of network management system for Philippine Normal University with contract amount of 499,988 pesos. Value of outstanding contract is 249,994 pesos. For the private contracts, the annual rubric MA renewal for Asian Terminals Inc. Contract amount of 6,934,800 pesos. Value of outstanding contract is 6,934,800 pesos. Next contract is purchase of 8x units LCD monitor for central planning, also for Asian Terminals Incorporated. Contract amount of 2,470,000 pesos. Value of outstanding contract is 123,500. Next contract is semi-annual Zodiac GC Wi-Fi MA for Asian Terminals Incorporated. Contract amount is 1,350,000. Value of outstanding contract is 1,350,000 pesos. Next contract, semi-annual outdoor GC Wi-Fi, also for Asian Terminals Inc. Contract amount of 1,370,000 pesos. Value of outstanding contract is 1,370,000 pesos. Next is CPH Palo Alto firewall maintenance For Chiyoda Philippines Corporation, contract amount of Philippine peso, 2,013,600 pesos, and in USD is 33,560. Value of outstanding contracts in Philippine peso is 2,013,600 pesos, and in USD is 33,560. Last project is Rapid 7 Insight Vulnerability Management for Aventus Medical Care Incorporated. Contract amount of 3,368,800 pesos. Value of outstanding contract is 673,760 pesos. Total value of contracts is 30,205,919 pesos. Duly signed by the authorized representative, Marietta Mangabat. We also attach a copy of notice of award from the DICT, the purchase order, contract agreement. This document will be subject for further evaluation of the technical working group. Will we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Director Ravena?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. May we get your rating, ASEC Planas?
Rating is pass.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Castro? Director Castro signified her rating as pass through chat. Thank you, ma'am. For the next document, the statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided for in sections 52.4.1.3 of IRR of RA 12009 within the relevant period as provided in the bidding documents. Any of the following documents must be submitted together with the SLCC: A, end user's acceptance; B, official receipt; and C, sales invoice for the contract.
Shown on the screen is the SLCC for the project, supply, delivery, and/or installation of configuration of any ICT security solutions, completed within 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. The bidder submitted a statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or SLCC. It includes the following: name of the contract, owner's name and address, contact persons and contact details, contract amount, date of contract duration, kind of goods, and copy of end user's acceptance or official receipts. They listed Rapid 7 Insight IDR license renewal, 1-year license renewal, support services 24/7. For G-Exchange Incorporated, contract amount of 43,625,291 pesos and 60 cents, and then USD 752,160.20. For the purchase of operational technology intrusion detection system, OTIDS, for Manila Electric Company, contract amount of 75,556,149 pesos and 12 cents. Duly signed by the authorized representative, Marietta Mangabat. They also attach a copy of purchase order from G-Exchange Inc. We will browse this document po subject to the further evaluation of the technical working group. They also attach a billing statement billed to G-Exchange in They also attached a copy of the official receipt dated May 5, 2023. They also attach a copy of notice of award from Meralco, official receipt from Manila Electric Company, service invoice, official receipt, collection receipt, sales invoice for Manila Electric Company, invoice from SAP, service invoice, invoice from SAP, another service invoice, and invoice from SAP. Also attach a collection receipt. May we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Director Ravena?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. May we get your rating, Asset Planas?
Pass.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Castro? Thank you, ma'am. Director Castro signified this rating as passed through chat. For the next document, the original copy of bid security, if in the form of a surety bond. Submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or an original copy of the notarized bid securing declaration. Note, bidders often submit a bid securing declaration as a form of bid security are required to use the bid securing declaration form in the attached bidding documents.
They have submitted a bid securing declaration as a form of bid security, duly signed by the authorized representative, Marietta S. Mangabat, notarized on November 12, 2025. Commission will expire on December 31, 2026. Please note that the first bid securing declaration is from Itaverse. They also submitted a bid securing declaration from Lumid Solutions Inc., duly signed by the President Sofia Veronica A. De Dios, notarized on November 18, 2025 by Attorney Darwin B. Santos, whose notarial commission will expire on December 31, 2025. We will get the rating of the back, please.
May we get your rating, Director Rabena?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. May we get your rating, Asek Planas?
Pass.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Castro? Director Castro signified her rating as passed through chat. Thank you, ma'am. For the next document, the schedule of requirements.
We have submitted the schedule of requirements duly signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Marietta S. Mangabat, dated November 12, 2025. We will get the rating of the back, please.
May we get your rating, Asek Planas?
Pass.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Rabena?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. May we get your rating, Director Castro? Director Castro signified the rating as passed through chat. Thank you, ma'am. For the next document, conformity with the technical specifications, which may include production or delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and or after sales or parts if applicable.
For the technical specifications, the bidder stated their compliance for item 1.0 down to item 1.8 with remarks. Also stated their compliance for item 1.9 down to item 2.1.2.4.4 with remarks. Stated their compliance in items 2.1.2.5 to item 2.1.2.13 with remarks on each items. Stated compliance on items 2.1.2.14 down to 3.4.4 with remarks on each item. Stated comply in items 3.5 to 3.13 with remarks on each item. Comply on 3.14 to 4.3.1 with remarks. Comply from items 4.3.2 to 4.4.1 with remarks on each item. Stated comply from items 4.4.2 down to 4.5.7 with remarks on each items. Comply in items 4.5.8 to 4.7.2 with remarks on each items. Comply in items 4.7.3 down to 4.8.8 with remarks on each item. Comply on items 4.8.8.1 down to 4.9 with remarks. Comply from items 4.9.1 to 4.10.2.4 with remarks. Comply from items 4.2.2.5 to 4.14.1 with remarks. Comply from items 4.14. Stated their compliance in items 4.20.3 to 5.0 with remarks on each item. Stated comply in items 5.0 to 7.2 with remarks on each item. Stated comply from item 7.3 down to item number 8.1 with remarks on each item. Is duly signed by Ms. Marietta S. Mangabat on November 18, 2025. For the record, they also attach a supplemental bid bulletin number 1 with compliance on each item. Also attach additional documents like Annex A. We'll be browsing the submission and subject to further evaluation of the technical working group. For the record, they also attach a flash drive signed by Ms. Marietta S. Mangabat. Also attach various certifications. May we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, ASEC Planas? Again, ASEC Planas.
Pass.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Ravena?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. May we get your rating, Director Castro? Again, Director Castro, may we get your rating, ma'am? Director Castro signified her rating as passed through chat. Thank you, ma'am. For the next document, the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity. Or a
The bidder submitted the net financial contracting capacity or NFCC amounting to 1,14,401,821 pesos. Again po, the NFCC amount is 1,014,401,821 pesos. Signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Marietta Mangabat. We will get the reading of the back, please.
May we get your rating, ASEC Planas, please? Mr. Chair, nawala po si ASEC Planas. We'll be moving on po with Director Lisa. May we get your rating, please?
Pass.
Thank you so much, ma'am. May we get your rating, Director Castro? Thank you, ma'am. For the record, Director Castro signified her vote as passed via chat. Thank you po.
For the next document, original duly signed omnibus sworn statement and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder.
The bidder submitted a notarized omnibus sworn statement form. Authorized and designated Ms. Marietta S. Mangabat as the representative of iTraverse Solutions Inc. It is duly signed by the authorized representative Marietta S. Mangabat. Notarized on November 12, 2025 by Attorney Ruben Azanias Jr., whose notary commission will expire on December 21, 2026. They also attach a secretary certificate authorizing Ms. Marietta S. Mangabat, signed by the corporate secretary Mariton M. Palalon. Notarized on November 19, 2025 by Attorney Ruben M. Azanias Jr. And please note that the OSS submitted is in the prescribed format. They also submitted a omnibus sworn statement from Lumid Solutions Inc., signed by the President Sofia Veronica A. De Dios, notarized on November 18, 2025 by Attorney Darwin B. Santos. The notarial commission will expire on December 31, 2025. Also attach a secretary certificate authorizing Sofia Veronica A. De Dios, the President, to represent the Lumid Solutions Inc. Signed by the Corporate Secretary I.N. Jovi M. Mabilangan, notarized on November 18, 2025 by Attorney Darwin B. Santos. May we get the reading of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Asek Planas? Again, for the OSS, may we get your rating, Asek Planas?
Pass.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Rabena?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. May we get your rating, Director Castro? Director Castro signified her rating as passed through chat. Thank you, ma'am. For the next document, for Class B documents, for foreign bidder claiming by reason of their country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos, certification from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in government procurement activities for the same item or product. This is not applicable. For Class B documents, if applicable, or in the absence of a JVA, a duly notarized statements from all the potential JV partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the event that the bid is successful.
The bidder submitted a joint venture agreement or JVA of iTraverse Solutions Inc. and Lumid Solutions Inc. Duly signed by both parties from iTraverse Solutions Inc., Marietta S. Mangabat as head sales, Lumid Solutions Inc., Sofia Veronica A. De Dios as the president. Signed in the presence of Clarice Ivy J. Acebes and J.C. May G. Amistad. Notarized on November 18, 2025 by Attorney Darwin B. Santos. They also attach a identification card of Ms. Palalon Mariton Miraflor, identification card of Ms. Marietta Solosod Mangabat, identification card of Ayen Jovi Manguwit Mabilangan, identification card of Sofia Veronica Almeda de Dios. For the record, they also attached a copy of the supplemental bid bulletin number 1. We will get the rating of the back, please.
May we get your rating, ASEC Planas?
Pass.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Rabena?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. May we get your rating, Director Castro? Director Castro signified the rating as passed through chat. Thank you, ma'am. Considering that the majority of the back members have rated the technical component envelope submitted by iTraverse joint venture with Lumid Solutions Inc., may we get your final rating, Mr. Chair, please?
Pass.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you po, Mr. Chair. Having passed the preliminary evaluation of the technical component envelope, we will now proceed to open the financial component envelope.
Inside the financial component envelope, they have submitted 3 separate envelopes labeled as financial component original copy, financial component duplicate copy, and financial component triplicate copy. We will now proceed to open the financial component original copy and distribute the duplicate copy to the technical working group.
For financial component envelope, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid for.
They have submitted the bid form for procurement of goods with a bid amounting to 178,433,800 pesos. Again po, the bid price in Philippine peso is 178,433,800 pesos. And it is within the ABC. Signed by Ms. Marietta F. Mangabat. May we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, ASEC Planas?
Pass.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Rabena?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. May we get your rating, Director Castro? Director Castro signified the rating as passed through chat. For the next document, original of duly signed and accomplished price schedule.
The bidder submitted a price schedule for goods offered from within the Philippines. It includes the items, description, quantity, unit price, transportation, and all other costs incidental to delivery per item, sales and other taxes applicable if contract is awarded per item, cost of incidental services if applicable per item, total price per unit, total price delivered for final destination. for the total price of 178,433,800 pesos. Signed by Ms. Marietta S. Mangabat. We also attach a summary of bid prices. Signed by Ms. Marietta S. Mangabat. May we get the reading of the back, please?
May we get your rating, ASEC Planas?
Rating is pass.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Rabena?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. May we get your rating, Director Castro? Director Castro signified the rating as passed through chat. For the next document, certification from the DTI if the bidder claims preferences to domestic bidder or domestic entity. This is not applicable considering that the majority of the back members have rated the financial component envelope submitted by iTraverse and joint venture with Lumid Solutions Inc. May we get your final and overall rating, Mr. Chair, please?
Pass.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chair, we will be presenting po the eligibility checklist. Shown in the screen, the eligibility checklist for the procurement of integrated secure connectivity of DICT offices with a approved budget of 179,999,936 pesos. We have one bidder, the iTraverse Solutions Incorporated, joint venture with Lumid Solutions Incorporated. They have rated pass for all the technical component envelope requirements and the financial component envelope requirements. The overall rating for the technical and financial component envelope is pass. With this po, may we request acknowledgement from the representative of iTraverse Solutions Incorporated to kindly acknowledge po the rating in the abstract of bids. Apologies, in the eligibility checklist po.
I acknowledge po. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much po, ma'am. Having acknowledged po by the representative of iTraverse, may we have the approval of the back, please?
Members,
Mr. Chair, motion to approve the presented eligibility checklist, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Second, Mr. Chair.
thank you. We have an approved eligibility checklist. Please proceed.
Thank you so much po, Mr. Chair. We'll now be presenting po the abstract of bids as read. Shown on the screen is the abstract of bids for the same project. The name of the bidder is iTraverse Solutions Incorporated, joint venture with Lumid Solutions Incorporated. The total amount of bid is 178,433,800 pesos. They have submitted a bid securing declaration as a form of bid security. For the required bid security is not applicable. This is sufficient and remarks as pass. Again po, may we also request acknowledgement from the representative of iTraverse to kindly acknowledge the abstract of bids as read po, please. Hello po, representative from iTraverse Solutions
I
Incorporated.
acknowledge po. I acknowledge, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Mr. Chair, may we have the approval of the back, please, for the abstract of bids as read?
Members, any motion?
Mr. Chair, motion to approve the presented abstract of bids as read, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Any second po? Thank you, Director Castro, for seconding. Thank you, ASEC. We have an approved abstract of bids as read. Please proceed.
Thank you so much po, Mr. Chair. Having acknowledged and approved by the back, we will be routing the both document for signature po of the back members. And Given that the documents po has been approved, we will endorse to the technical working group, sir, the submission of ITRA Solutions Incorporated po for detailed bid evaluation. We would like to request commitment po from the representative of the technical working group if they can submit the detailed bid evaluation report on Monday po.
This is to acknowledge that we will submit the detailed bid evaluation on Monday.
Thank you so much po, Sir Angel. With that po, Mr. Chair, that's all po from the side of the back secretariat. We would just like to thank po the bidder for joining us today. They may visit po the DICT official YouTube channel, the Department of ICT Philippines, for the copy of this proceeding po. That's all po from the side of the back secretariat, Mr. Chair. Thank you so much po.
Thank you, Backsec. Members, any other matters that you'd like to take up? Hearing none. Thank you again, bidder. Thank you, Backsec, for always doing a good job. Can I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn po, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We are adjourned.
Thank you po, Asek Je, Asek Luis, and Derita, and Der Castro. Thank you po.
Thank you so much. Thank you po.